Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the COVID-19 update. I am Simone Pear. I am the Minister of Health, and I'll be representing the government of Grenada in our latest COVID-19 update. So let's get straight into it. So let's start off with a little bit of the COVID-19 facts. As most of you know, we've been in the pandemic, a little bit over 2 years. A lot of people know the facts, but of course, we want to just give a little bit of refresher. So coronavirus or COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by SARS-CoV-2 virus, and anyone can get sick with COVID-19. Most persons that do get sick will recover. They will have some moderate respiratory illness and they will recover without requiring any special treatment or any additional treatment. But some persons will become seriously ill and require medical attention. The persons that tend to be very vulnerable and may require medical attention and become seriously ill include older persons and those with underlying conditions such as diabetes, cardiovascular disease, cancers, chronic respiratory illness, etc. So the virus can spread from an infected person's mouth or nose in small liquid particles when they cough, sneeze, speak, sing, or breathe. Let's look at some of the statistics worldwide. So as of the 4th of March, 2022, worldwide we had over 400 million cases and our deaths were up to 5.9 million, well, 5,900,000, right? And the fully vaccinated amount was over 4 billion persons. Yes, so that's our worldwide stats. In terms of the statistics for Grenada, so as of March 4th, 2022, we had a total of 13,690 cases with 216 deaths. That means we had a total recovery of 13,336 persons. The amount of persons that are fully vaccinated are 37,504. Our active cases are at 138 persons and current hospitalizations 2. We have no new deaths from COVID and we had 4 new cases as at March 4th, 2022 and 39 new recoveries. So what is Grenada's plan in terms of our fight against COVID-19? Vaccination, that's number 1. Good respiratory etiquette. Gatherings and doing gatherings properly and protecting our borders, right? So I will go through each one of them just in a little bit of detail so you understand where we're going and which direction as a government that we are taking, right? Of course, we know we need to make a conscious effort to curb the virus. We may never get back to pre-COVID times, meaning we may never get back the way of life we had prior to COVID-19, the COVID-19 pandemic, but we can try to make sure that we are decreasing our chances of having increased rates of COVID within Grenada and within our community, and therefore increased chances of death by COVID infection. So let's go to the different ones. So vaccination and boosters. All Grenadian citizens are encouraged and should get vaccinated. So we know that the vaccine can help you and can help prevent you from getting the infection, but the research shows that you can still get infected even after you get vaccinated. But the key point here is that the vaccine may prevent serious illness. And this is what the research shows actually, that when you get vaccinated, it prevents serious illness and it prevents you from possibly needing medical intervention, right? Remember, the vaccines are safe, they're effective, and they are free, okay? Free of charge. I know that's important for a lot of us. So by getting vaccinated, you are helping to protect yourself. You're helping to protect your family, your coworkers, your friends, your community. Remember, there are persons within that circle, within your family, your coworkers that may not be able to get the vaccine. So you getting the vaccine can protect yourself and can protect others as well, right? And same with the boosters. Whenever boosters are made available, you can go to get your boosters as well. So you want to go to your local community health centers and doctors. Almost everyone, there are many, 2 to 3, sometimes even 4 community centers per parish. You can locate your community centers, you can get the numbers, find out the days in which vaccination happens, and you can go in there, get your vaccine, get your card, get yourself protected, and protect your family, your friends, your co-workers, your community. There are 3 types of vaccines available currently in Grenada: AstraZeneca, Pfizer, and Johnson and Johnson. So, sometimes they may not all be available at all of the clinics, but if you feel like you have a preference, of course you can call around, you can find out where the different ones are available, and you can travel there. All right. So respiratory etiquette. So of course, we've been preaching this for quite some time. You want to wear a properly fitted mask. You want to wash your hand regularly with soap and water, or of course, you can clean them with an alcohol-based hand sanitizer or rub. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing. Importantly, clean and disinfect surfaces as much as possible. Gatherings. So we know that ideally, gatherings are not the best, but in reality, we have to gather. There are things that we have to do. We have to come back together. Things have to move forward in our country. So you want to follow the contact tracing protocols that are established, if there are any. Stay at least 1 meter or 4 feet apart from others if you possibly can. Choose open, well-ventilated spaces over closed ones, and open a window if you're indoors, as long as you can do that. And if you feel unwell for any reason, stay home and self-isolate until you recover or you're seen by a medical professional. So the travel update, that's important. We have to protect our borders, right? COVID can come from outside and get into Grenada. So travelers must have a travel health declaration certificate to travel to Grenada. If you're vaccinated, once you have that certificate plus a negative COVID test and your vaccination card, once you undergo the health screening and so at the airport, you're cleared by immigration, you would be free to leave, use your own transport. There's no need for any quarantining or isolation. If you're unvaccinated, however, you still have to have that self-declaration certificate and a negative COVID test, but you would be required, unvaccinated travelers are required to quarantine for 7 days only at our approved accommodations, right? And this is all available on the website. And I will talk about that in a little bit. And at around day 5, you would do a repeat PCR test. And that is the only how, if you're negative, you'll be able to enter the community. All right. So this is a very short presentation. It's just a briefing. It's just an update. But for more information, please do not hesitate to visit our well put together covid19.gov GD website. You can just type in COVID-19 Government of Grenada into Google or any search engine, and this will pop up immediately, and it gives you all of the information on the virus, on vaccination. All the questions you may even have on vaccination is answered there. What are side effects? Which one you should take? Is it safe? What's in it? All the questions that you can ask, they're answered there. Frequently asked questions, your travel protocols, all there on our covid19.gov.gd site. And of course, we have COVID hotlines as well that you can use if you have any questions, or if you feel that you're unwell and you need medical attention, or somebody does, etc. Of course, you can do your own research. We encourage that. We wouldn't have all of the updates. You can find out what's the new research on COVID-19, but of course use your reputable websites. WHO, right? That's World Health Organization. CDC, Center for Disease Control, right? You want to use reputable resources. And finally, I want to thank everyone. I want to thank all of the workers, all of our frontline workers, our doctors, our nurses, our pharmacists, our auxiliary staff, our administrative staff. I would like to thank our public servants, teachers, our policemen. I'd like to thank the business owners, busmen, everyone that has been working tirelessly to make sure that things can get back to a semblance of normalcy. We will never get back to pre-COVID times, but we're trying our best to curb that uh, pandemic on our local level, right? To decrease the cases and make sure that everybody can live a healthy life and everybody can, recover from COVID if they do have it. So we really do want to thank everyone from the Ministry of Health and the government of Grenada by extension. All right. So of course, you have any questions, any queries, COVID hotline is there, Ministry of Health is there, the website is there, right? Once again, thank you and see you next time for our latest COVID-19 update. Thank you.